Hello, I'm going to do a quick tutorial on how to optimize images for the web. I've opened up this photograph in Photoshop and it was taken from my camera and is going to be a very large sized photograph. So I'm going to go to Image, Image Size. Right here you can see that it's a pretty large file. The dimensions are really large, but the resolution isn't that high, 72. So sometimes the resolution is 300 and other times the resolution is 72, but the file size is large. The dimensions are large. I'm going to go ahead and resize this one for 750 pixels, 750 by 500, and click OK. The screen is going to appear to shrink down, but basically it's showing you that it's at 25% up at the top of the screen here. I'm going to go ahead and just hit on a Mac Command plus. On a PC it is Control plus to resize the image. Now we're going to go ahead and update the image by adjusting the levels. I'm going to go to Image, Adjustments, Levels. Now this image is actually pretty good. There's plenty of white space and the blacks are a nice color black on this. But if you want to go ahead and make a few updates to an image quickly, simply go grab this part right here, which is the black portion of the levels, and bring it over just a smidge. And then the same with the white levels. That's too much, of course. So I'm going to pull it back and forth here until I get about... I think that's bright enough right there. Click OK. Now I'm going to adjust the hue and saturation. Now for this picture in particular, you don't really need to do that because the red right here is a nice red and the greens are pretty good in the foreground. In the background, they could be a little brighter. But just to show you what it would look like, if you grab saturation right here and move this up, you can see things really starting to pop there. You don't want to get too crazy because then it looks sort of unnatural, but let's go ahead and let's put it right there. The reds are looking redder, the greens are looking a little bit greener. Let's brighten up the image a bit. Hit OK. Whoa, that's actually a little too much. I'm going to go ahead and go to File, Undo, Hue, Saturation. I'm just going to take that out. I didn't need that much green and red in this image anyway. Now it's time to save the image. It's 750 by 500, which is about the size of your photo viewer. Across the way here, this is 750. So what we'll do with this one, since we now have it resized properly, we'll go ahead and save it off. I'm going to go to File, Save for Web and Device. And here are the options that you will receive. For any photograph, so anytime you have a photograph that has gradients and other parts of the image that have multiple colors, it's best to use JPEG. Right here it's on very high, which means that this is going to be roughly a 261K file. I'm going to go ahead and actually make that just high. So it's 29 seconds, 153. That's good. Leave Optimize checked. Convert to sRGB checked. It's showing your image size here. Everything looks good. Hit Save. It's going to ask you where you want to place this. I'm going to go ahead and place it right here in this section. I'm going to rename it, let's see, Random House 01, with the concept being that there may be 5, 6, 12 multiple photographs that are going into this set. So I usually just put the name of it followed by the number starting with 01 and going up to whatever. Usually 01 will cover everything up to 99. and keep them all in a straight row so you can easily see what you need to grab and move around. I'm going to hit save. And it's saved. From this point forward, all you need to do is throw the rest of your photographs into Photoshop and follow the basics of resizing them by going to image size. Always change the resolution first because that will affect the width and the height. So for instance, if I make this 300, it automatically affects this. But if I then go up here and turn this back to 750, it's back to 750 by 500 at 300 resolution. Not what I want for the web, because that is too much. It only takes 72 dpi. But as long as you make all these adjustments before you hit the OK button, it'll save the base file size and resolution for this. If you were to instead turn this to 72 and it shrinks this image way down, you hit OK and then you open it back up, now you have to resize it back up to large. Let's do 750 and hit OK. And as you can tell, the resolution now is really, really blurry. Oh, one other lesson here. In case you want to take a look at the possibility if you have some adjustments that you want to make, you can always use the sharpen filter. And the sharpen filter will usually add a little bit of extra sharpness to fuzzy images that maybe you accidentally took with the camera a little bit wrong. You just want to clean up a little bit. You can just go to sharpen, sharpen more, and it starts to clean some of that up. You will see pixelation and some weirdness going on in certain areas, but sometimes it's just enough to clean up the image, so it's usable. Thank you, and if you have any other questions, feel free to call.